A legislative House Finance Budgetary Subcommittee is holding rare meetings this week discussing the state's largest cash cow, the Alaska Department of Health and Social Services. Only they're doing so outside of the legislative session and in the face of the state officials directly involved. News Center 11's Daryl Lewis was there. He has more.
Thanks. They make up the lion's share of the state's annual budget. They're the different branches of the Alaska Department of Health and Social Services. Now this week, state lawmakers are in Fairbanks to speak with different department heads in the face of dwindling funds to get a feel for what it is that they do. 3 days, 3 different areas covered. On Monday, public assistance, and Tuesday, arguably the state's most polarizing agency, the State Office of Children's Services.
We really appreciate the opportunity to do this with the committee, to have a chance to spend more time and more detail so that you guys can understand the various components and aspects of what we do and why.
During session, things are very busy. It's difficult to spend a lot of time, and so the fact that they're taking time during the summer and giving us so much time to go through in detail and answer questions is huge, and it means a lot.
Officials there and lawmakers agree having those that pull the state's purse strings much closer to the overall process, very important.
I'd like people just to know that, 90 days is great for what we have here, but being able to use the interim to really sit down, concentrate on each one of the budgets, and we're not just doing it with health and social service, but people are going to be doing it for education and for others as well.
On Wednesday, the legislative panel is back to discuss the department's status in the face of sequestration. State Representative Steve Thompson says it's an issue that can't be overlooked.
Have that presentation tomorrow, so we'll be able to understand a little more what's going on with sequestration. I don't think we have the whole picture, but they have some ideas already of what they've been told is going to be some areas that are going to be maybe reduced. And that's another concern, because if we have a program going that's federally funded and the federal government decides not to fund it, can the state pick up the slack and do that? That's a very scary thing.